Hello, hello, hello. So I did 2 food sensitivity tests recently, and I've been working on this since November, trying to give you guys a good, honest opinion of whether or not these tests are worth it. So I'm going to really quickly go through my lists of things that I reacted to. This first test was a blood test. I did it through Everlywell, and it was in November of 2020. The underlined red foods were foods I reacted to on the second test as well. There was only 5 of them: wheat, gluten, spelt, cashew, soy, and chickpea. So if you go down to the second test, which I did in February of 2021, it was a hair sample test, and I reacted to those as well. There was only 5 things I reacted to on both tests. So I thought that was interesting. The ones that are underlined in purple are ones that I have either reacted to or suspected that I reacted to, which are wheat, gluten, spelt, pistachio, soy, bell pepper, eggplant, and for me is mainly red bell pepper, not green, clove, and pineapple. So these are things that I either tested out recently or before. Actually, I tested all these out after I took this test. So I tested out bell pepper, eggplant, soy, pistachio, clove, and pineapple. I didn't test these out because I already know, and those would be a bad reaction. So those I did think I had a reaction to, or I knew for sure, and the green I did not have a reaction to, you guys. So that's almond. The ones that aren't underlined I haven't tested because I just don't eat them, or I just haven't gotten to it, whatever. I tested out cinnamon, garlic, coffee, chickpea, pea, and zucchini. Did not have a reaction to any of those, you guys. The ones I tested out down here, look at this. I reacted to all apples, apple juice, orange, but I tested those out and I do not actually react to those. Peanut, I tested out. I did not have a reaction. Chickpea again, cashew again. I tested out, did not have reactions. Mushrooms, popcorn, and cauliflower. The popcorn, I've only tested out non-GMO organic popcorn. So none of those that are underlined in green, I actually had a inflammatory reaction to. And then the purple ones are the ones down here that I think I did react to, or I suspect. It wasn't 100% clear to me because of whatever was in the way when I did it. Corn products like cornstarch, corn flour, and corn itself. Tofu, sesame, tahini, sesame oil, soy sauce. Soy sauce has gluten in it. And the grains, although I did not test that out just recently. So here we are. Why is there so many things that I tested out that I didn't actually have a response to? Well, these tests have 2 typical responses. Like the ones you react to can be either true sensitivities to the foods, which, just to be clear, when you have a sensitivity test, they test with the food protein. Here they explain it really well. They test the food protein, so you're not testing general inflammation from like toxicity or chemicals. That will not show up. You're also not testing lactose intolerance or allergies. You're testing a reaction to the food proteins. So they say that you'll either get actual true sensitivity, like wheat, gluten, these ones, I know I have sensitivity to that. Or you'll get foods that you just eat a lot of on a regular basis will come up, but you don't actually get bad reactions from those. So my opinion on this whole food sensitivity test is that it really is inconclusive. So you might as well just do an elimination diet yourself and save the money. The things that I would actually test for that I would think are worth it are like the toxicity levels. If you have, too much metals, and you can test for different things in your body, like how toxic your body is. I would test for things like that. But the foods, it's just so inconclusive. And what they tell you to do, anyways, afterwards is to take these lists and then do your elimination diet from these lists. But there was just lots of things on these lists that are just simply things I consumed on a regular basis. So I did cut all this stuff out in the beginning, and then I reintroduced it again. So I would say, guys, maybe if you're kind of desperate and you want to try to save some time and you don't care about paying for it, because the blood test was about twice as much as the hair test, then maybe go for it. And then if you're willing to do a elimination diet, you still got to do it based on your results. And then this one, I don't think this one was worth it, honestly. So I would do the blood test if you do one. But honestly, I would probably just do your own elimination diet and save the money, because if you do that, you're going to cut out all the naturally inflammatory foods, and then you're going to cut out all the main trigger groups, and you're going to find all this stuff anyways. So that's what I think, guys. You can let me know if you have done a sensitivity test and how accurate or inaccurate you think it might have been, and what your recommendations might be. Just make sure if you're recommending something, definitely have experienced whatever it is. And hope you guys enjoyed this video.